It wasn't a clean victory, let's say.
No, but yeah, that's very true. It was not a clean victory, but you did win.
Razor thin.
Okay. Do you remember the contents of your discussion with Bonky?
Mostly.
Yeah, good, excellent. That's an important character moment. You really need to make sure you remember that.
Yeah, well, I remember the gist of it was essentially, hey, how do I like square this? It's like, yeah, I can't. So good luck. I'm like, well, fuck. it was appropriately like not the answer I was hoping for, which was good. Means I'm gonna have to keep
you're in a
searching.
pickle now.
Oh yeah. Listen, as long as nothing else terrible happens that acts as some sort of inciting incident, it's fine. Just got another
couple years.
Yeah,
We'll figure something out. We have time.
Yeah. Well, listen, I just need, peace to be maintained for the next 15 years or so I can get my honorable retirement. It'll be fine. Nothing bad will happen in the meantime.
Or like wait for the next war and just like ask for it. Then they'll hand you one. When they demobilize.
Yeah.
Okay then. So it is March 13th. And 0080. Metro, it is breakfast. You are all eating breakfast together. Go ahead. What you look down on Hadava at your breakfast. What is there?
Oh, okay. At Holiver's breakfast. Do we get to decide, or is it just?
I'm letting specifically you decide what we're having today.
Okay.
Are you recording, by the way?
I am recording.
Excellent.
I'm imagining the most depressing, lightly stacked like turkey sandwich with like a little bit of cheese, but it's very processed. It's very clear this thing was wrapped and has been in a freezer for like a year or something. Just very depressing military meal.
The food's never good, is it? What are you having to drink? As standard, you always have orange juice keeps well in space, water, apple juice, coffee, tea. That's a little harder.
I would kill for some apple juice right now. Me, not Faust, me.
Well, Oliver's just drinking an iced coffee.
Yeah, you in the beverage pouch, you can feel the ice cube. It is completely sealed, so the thought crosses your mind: how did they get it in there?
Who knows?
Did they like have to freeze it? But then he sort of like just squeezes it and drinks it like without thinking about it too much.
Some mysteries just aren't meant to be solved.
He still doesn't know how they get those fucking ships in those bottles. Haunts him.
Prep. Today, Raleigh is leaving. Leaving on the next supply ship. Oh shit, indeed. On the supply ship is also coming the replacement pilot. You have to do that later today, since you are now in charge.
May God have mercy on us all.
Yeah, don't.
We're gonna die.
Yeah, don't, as one of my friends pointed out, happens very often during the World Wars. Make a stupid mistake, all hands lost.
Yeah, very, very comforting.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
What is Foss doing? Just eating?
Yeah, drinking, eating her. Yeah, definitely eating her coffee. Yeah, that's weird. She's drinking her coffee.
Considering that,
The completely pitch black coffee
Okay then.
was like pretty standard meal, enough to get the necessary amounts of uh fuck, what's the word?
Nutrients, sustenance.
Nutrients. Yeah, that just nothing too fancy.
Okay then. Prep. In your hands is a newspaper. However, the cover that is being shown is not what you're actually reading. You are not reading the ship's newspaper, the Barcelona Daily. Actually, no, weekly. You're
ah,
reading an underground newspaper. Yeah,
right?
it's the Zem Liberator. You have no idea what the fuck Zem is.
Just like a mark with a pencil, Zem question mark. Like, look this shit up later for future reference.
Yes, the thing I just made up.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. I wasn't expecting to have an. I'm
It's
certain. I'm certain. I'm reading nothing but
glowing.
information leading me to believe the Federation's doing great, and doing good works, and definitely nothing distressing to be found in these pages.
I like you to roll me keen in politics to see how well you cut through the bullshit.
Yeah.
Uh, Let me think for a moment. Oh wait, we still also need to roll narrative points. I'll do that right now. You have 4.
Yippee.
Um.
4 entire narrative points.
I might immediately spend one of those to make sure I pass this check.
Yeah, I was
We're
about to
going
say.
to die.
I was just about to say at a negative 1. You
Oh,
don't
add
know
a negative
space.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, so because I already rolled. I rolled a 7. My threshold's 6, so I've already failed by 1. So take
Okay. So
um
two failures. Okay
two,
then.
two fails, and after you roll, it's 1-to-1, right, on narratives.
What do you mean by that?
Like after I've rolled, is it just it's spend 1 to improve by
Oh,
1, so 1 wouldn't make me
yeah.
pass.
That's a retroactive +1.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't want to spend. I don't think it's worth spending 2 on right now. I don't want to. I don't want to burn that many narrative points. So I don't know. I failed not by a ton, but enough that I'm guessing I'm not like gleaning a whole bunch of information out of this.
That's not what the check was about. It was how much you could tell was lying to you. So
Ah,
I'm not gonna tell how truthful this is.
yeah,
From
seems
the
fair.
from the pages, you could tell the Zem Liberator is connected to the local side to Continentalist party. Perhaps it's some sort of like local party paper, but like this isn't the regular party paper.
Okay.
So it's talking mostly about local news. Um, Turns out, when when the Federation liberated the colony, the Resistance strung up the collaborators, and it's currently talking about the trial of the Resistance for murdering the mayor of the colony.
Ah,
It's also talking about a riot that happened in last month. None too pleased. It does not say what caused the riot. And there's some stuff about the local sports
oh,
teams.
good.
Yeah, apparently, the Valley High School contenders were up against. Let me think. River High. Let me think. Of the name. Redbacks. For a game of soccer. The Redbacks killed the contenders.
Okay.
Hey, it's a local newspaper.
A local newspaper at the end of the day. Kind of makes everything else a little more innocuous.
It was on the sports section was on only on like the third and fourth page though. From front page stuff is always political.
I always wonder who gets to be the for the political rag, who gets stuck with the sports coverage. Like, it'd be depressed to be the think you're gonna work for this very political subversive newspaper. It's like, yeah, no, we still got to cover sports. You go get on that.
Well, the thing is, like, it's a pillar of the community.
Yeah, oh, makes sense.
So how does Metro feel about this information?
Uh not best pleased about this, right? So this is like a recent paper, like this is up to date.
Relatively, it's less than a week old.
Okay. Probably going to see if there's any way you could look into like cross-referencing this with like checking and seeing what newspapers coming out of side 2, if any of them mention anything about this riot and trial. Because I mean, Matro, I know I failed to check, but I assume Matro is not fool enough to like take anything he reads in these as 100% gospel. It's more like trust but verify.
Yeah, like, but you just like you cannot tell right now.
Gotcha. No, makes sense.
So, like, to know what's going on, you're gonna have to spend time later on this. Something you have a great deal of.
Right? Just got a few other tasks to deal with first. Gotta see off rally, see it. Got a new pilot coming in. Oh.
What are you guys talking about? Halibut, since you seem more personable than Faust,
I'll be right back.
I'm gonna let you choose the conversation topic.
Probably just today's meals not being great, and just asking why we're still here. Just the everyday stuff.
Yeah, you're currently inside 2 still. Oh wait, we started side 4. My bad. Mixing up my campaigns. Not good. Yeah, you're still inside 4. You're currently still outside the shoal zone though. You're going back in. You're doing convoy escort later today.
Gotcha.
So Halibut, you said the food was shit. Please say the food was shit.
God, sorry. Yeah, I listen, I don't know why we keep getting bad rations. The war's over. Can't they at least up the ante a little bit? It's not like the supply lines is getting... Well, I guess the supply lines are getting raided, which is why we're here, huh?
Have the rations been just like particularly shit on the Rio since we started doing this, or is it just, standard issue army bad?
Yeah, it's
along?
army bad. Yeah, it's just army bad.
Okay.
It, however, is affecting morale.
So next time we chase those pirates, find out they've got a load of stolen groceries. I think we're gonna have to inspect it ourselves.
And
just see if there's something less terrible than the whatever prepackaged shit we've been getting.
All reheated. And if it's cooked, it's only burgers. It's the one thing they know how to make in space.
One food they can make in space. Oh,
It's sandwiches. It's just all sandwiches.
I would just assume it'd be like powdered eggs and shit like that, but that's also terrible. So
maybe you could try finding an avocado. Toasts work in space.
makes sense.
My sandwich isn't. The ingredients aren't even like sticky enough to keep together. My bread keeps floating away.
That's why you gotta use one of those like stick thingies.
Or just like wrap it with paper.
How does Faust feel about the food? Affecting morale at all?
Uh, Not really. She, as much as most people like, anyone would prefer having a meal that tastes good. Anyone who says, "Oh, I don't care how my meal tastes as long as it, gives me my proper nutrients," they're lying to you. But Faust doesn't really care about the taste right now. As much as she could appreciate something that tastes a little better, she's not exactly going to be like, "Oh God, I wish they'd give us some better food." Goodness gracious, not what she'd say at all, but she's fine with it. I'm assuming the other two are not so, because I was off doing something real quick. The other two aren't so happy about it.
Nah, it's affecting morale, and that's no good.
Hmm.
And
Well,
of the men, parentheses, us.
yeah, Faust is, as much as I'd say, yeah, if I was just gonna say, as much as Faust would appreciate having better meals, it's better we're getting a meal at all than none at all. And she's just gonna keep eating her food and drinking her coffee.
I can handle the food being terrible, but the coffee is probably just equally atrocious because I think it was burnt last time.
No, it's just like you. So, Macho, you just sort of know that, like on all chefs, they just sort of like keep the burner on always a little too long. So it's always just a little overcooked.
Yeah, I'm one of those weirdos in real life. I personally prefer my coffee slightly burnt. Like I like shitty diner coffee than sitting on the burner for like 2.5 hours. But I know that is like painful for anyone who actually gives a shit about their coffee in real life. I'm just a weirdo. But
Yeah,
I
you know
wonder if,
that's a funny idea. Macho, please defend the coffee.
I mean, at least we have it. It would be. I'll take shitty coffee over good tea at this point. It's like damning with faint praise. I think at that point though, like, I think Matra's gonna have to talk to our
Your contraband friend.
contraband guy. It's like if we can get some halfway decent coffee, that would be nice. Something to
Lenin.
like break up the monotony of shitty rations. I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to
you
end up
need
owing
to
that
talk.
guy so much of my paycheck at this rate.
Yeah, you need to talk to a cheap penny bun.
Had Helva ever had to go hungry on his old ship because of ration issues or supply issues?
What?
I mean, like, have they has Helva ever had to when I say like go hungry, like
Oh, I thought you said Gohan. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about Dragon Ball?
no, I meant like has he ever ran out of supplies on one of the ships he's been in?
No,
Gotcha.
you're not a Z.
Okay.
That doesn't happen to you.
We have a budget and all that shit. After all, I guess
You have a
comparatively.
comically big budget.
One government economy, baby. Let's go.
Ah, yes, the Federation 5-year plan.
Oh no.
In 5 years, the Federation is going to economic bubble.
I just said
Yes.
the Federation ends up paying like Starbucks prices for shitty freeze-dried coffee due to like massive government graft at this point.
I'm not so
It's
sure because like at this point the Federation is not like horrendously corrupt. It's just like sort of like fundamentally flawed.
Okay.
There's like a fundamental problem that can still be solved, but just did not get solved. So everything got significantly worse.
Yeah. Blame it on another reason to for anyone to hate Xeon or something. I'm sure that was on Jamatov's mind when he made the Titans. It was like, I got shitty coffee because of the 1 Year War. I'm gonna kill all the Zeeks.
Of course. As we all know, if they mess with my commodities, they must die.
They have to go. Well, Faust is gonna finish up her meal, get up from the table, put her food away, and probably go off and do something else that's who knows what. There
Yeah.
anything?
You do know that Rally is at the hangar. He's currently on standby because you are currently still.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. You know what? Let's go talk with Rowley. Give him our goodbyes.
Okay, then you get there. There's a new gym in the hangar.
Oh, that's new. When does he leave? Faust looks at her watch.
In an hour when the supply ship leaves.
Okay, she's gonna go talk to Rowley first, and then go look at the gym. As much as she wants to look at the gym, she might as well go say to her bye to her commanding officer who's retiring. I think is that what he's doing? Pretty sure.
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
he's retiring or whatever. I'm sure that will go well for him. Nothing bad will happen in 3 years' time. I'm sure his farm that he has reserved with his wife is gonna go well. Anyway, Faust is gonna go up to Rally and go say her farewells as well as Faust can.
Okay, then you see Rally in his pilot suit, just sort of like leaning next, not Iowa.
So good, dude. They're gonna no. Don't start your potato farm. You don't have.
You get cut off. Yeah, anyways, you see Rally leaning next to the foot of his gym.
Right. Well, Faust is gonna float on. Oh, is gravity off? Is the gravity off?
There's no on for the gravity.
Yeah, Faust is gonna
Block
float
because it's
on
easier
over.
to animate.
Yeah, yeah. Float on over to Lieutenant Riley. She called out as she stops in front of him.
Yeah?
Faust would like to give you a farewell. Or well, Faust would like to bid you farewell.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
She nods and gives him a salute. It was an honor serving with you, despite how short it was.
He returns it. We may see each other again.
Perhaps, but you may never, Faust. You may never know. Though, if Faust is to encounter you again, Faust will be sure to say hello.
Then he like stretches his back a little. Yeah, I have a whole job lined up in Chicago.
What may it be?
And he says, I'm working in administration for a construction company.
To help with
Funding
the
is
rebuilding efforts?
Yeah, I got plenty of administrative skills. I've been a lieutenant for the last 10 years.
Yes. I'm sure those skills will come in handy, considering some of our previous members. If your command in the battlefield is as good. Oh, God, I fucked up my sentence. If your command is as good on the construction site as it is on the battlefield, I'm sure the reconstruction efforts will go smoothly. Or, no, I forgot to refer to myself in third person. No!
No, that's two. That's two sessions in a row.
Uh, Faust is sure the reconstructions will go smoothly.
Thanks for the Thanks for the assessment of confidence. Well, what's it? No, that's not the right way to say that. The glowing endorsement. we go.
Faust gives him a nod. You leave in an hour, correct?
Yeah. Get a chance to meet the greenhorn?
No. I assume that's what Faust assumes that's what the gym is for.
He looks up. He points up to right on the side of the head.
Faust looks over to the side of the head.
8 tally marks.
Oh, fuck. Huh. Interesting. Is it a new type of gym or is it just a standard RG?
It's just a gym.
Okay. Yeah. Impressive. Already an ace, it seems.
Yeah, apparently she was with Bark Team before.
Oh my god, Faust finally has another woman to confide with.
Talk about stuff with.
Yeah, Faust Faust is finally not alone in the sausage fest that is this cast so far. But yeah. Oh, sorry, what did he say again? I completely blanked out.
It was a real piece of work, that one. Max probably got along with her pretty well.
I see. Seems Faust may have to deal with another Mags type character. Faust wonders, do you believe... do we have a squadron name? Does our group have a name? What was our name again?
Your team, the MS team or the squadron? Because those are two
The
very different
MS
things.
team. The MS team.
You are Rio team.
Right. Faust wonders if you are confident in Rio team's new commander.
You see him. Actually, no. Roll me a keen and empathy check.
Ugh, good thing I have a 1 in empathy, guys.
It's gonna help.
I forgot to fucking open up my. Give me a second.
Yeah, you need that.
I forgot to open up my cool little my character sheet. Keen and empathy.
Yes,
So I have to roll a 6.
that's doable.
Yes.
You do it. Success.
Wait. Nope, 1 failure. I nearly got 1 success.
He says, "I'm sure Mantra will do just fine."
Lying out of his teeth, but you know what? Faust is gonna.
Faust
Faust
doesn't know
is proud.
that. Faust is going to take that at face value. You failed the
Yeah.
test.
You know what? Yeah, sure. I see. Faust nods.
Oh, I'm so glad to have that glowing endorsement. Not that I'm there to hear that currently.
Yeah, dude.
I thought you were.
Yeah,
I thought you were
guess
having a roll to make sure you didn't say that in earshot of me. But no, I think Riley's throwing some shade just before he takes off.
Riley's complete has 0 faith in you, bro, and you're not. And Faust doesn't even register it.
Well, Faust doesn't know exactly how he feels.
Yeah, it's
you don't
muddled.
know how you don't know his exact feelings. You just know what he said and didn't question it.
Yeah. Well, time to wrap this up. Well, I suppose Faust will see you some other time then.
So long. He checks his
And
watch.
Faust kicks off. I'll tell the others to come and see you. And she's gonna go leave our lovely lieutenant, who is very kind and calmly collected and definitely wasn't gonna throw hands with a teenager by his lonesome.
Okay then.
I
Let's talk.
plan to say goodbye to Riley, but I feel like I don't want to just have us go over the same the same conversation. So
We had the exact same conversation. Was that your plan if you were going to talk to me?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Probably not necessarily to to go through all that, but I didn't want to didn't want to butt into yours. So
Right.
Since you two are still in the mess hall, you see a woman in a pilot suit walk in to get breakfast. She has blonde hair. She is tall, very tall. How tall is Matro again?
oh, he's like 5'10", 5'9". 1 second. Oh,
Taller than you.
no, he's 5'11". Still not like super tall, but
Yeah, like an inch taller than you. So uh, so oh, that must be the new pilot. Halava, you also noticed this.
Gotcha. He just makes his way into the hangar proper, kicks himself off the wall.
Oh, you're still in the mess hall.
Oh.
maybe that was Halava's way of avoiding the conversation. New pilot. Bye.
You kick off the wall and you fall face first into the table and you break it and the food's everywhere.
God damn it.
Yeah,
And
actually,
everyone's
no.
staring at you and you have a -1 to your relationship with the new pilot.
Actually, that's a good idea. I'm gonna spend a narrative point. Not Palutra, Halava. You try to get up, but the top of your leg catches the table. You fall back down and you hurt your butt.
I can't fall back down.
You hurt your butt still, though.
Being able to fall over while in 0G is honestly impressive.
That's why he's
You
telling
say that?
himself.
Yeah, you hear Matro say it's impressive that you managed to do that.
The rest of the table is looking at you.
Sorry, I thought we would... Gosh, I have the biggest migraine right now. He sort of just sits himself down, forces himself into the chair because he decides it's not worth the effort to get up.
Yeah, it's like, no. I'll fold my paper, stick it under my arm, and wave the new pilot over.
You see them. They're sort of shake with recognition. They start to make their way over. Small kick with their tray in hand. Stops right in front of the table. Did you need something, sir? Rank is an ensign.
Just wanted to meet our new pilot.
Oh. She salutes. Ensign Courage Hampson.
Matro returns the salute and then offers a hand in a handshake. Welcome to the Rio.
She takes it. I'd like you to roll me an intimidation and grit.
You gotta shake her hand hard enough to earn her respect. Come on, new commander. We believe in you.
Intimidation and grit. Hey. Oh, not likely to do well.
Courage also has a 0 in intimidation, so.
Yeah, but I rolled extremely badly. Because I needed a 4 and I rolled a 10.
I needed a 4 and I rolled a 3. Her handshake is her grip is like tighter than yours by a significant margin.
Compliment her grip.
However, she's not trying to intimidate you.
It's just like, incidentally, has a hell of a strong grip.
Yes. She sits down. She looks over to Halva, gives the hand. Courage.
Halava salutes and then takes her hand. Halava way, CPO. We could
She
use
nods.
more fuck. We could use more courage on this team, in my opinion.
She smiles.
Then he sits back down, but he's kind of been sitting the entire time.
He stops leaning forward. So, you guys seen any action recently? I just got back from the hospital.
Some. He's Xeon Pirates don't seem ready to give up the fight quite yet.
You see her put her hand, you rest one hand in the crook of the other and put one hand on her chin. That is a problem. Her brow furrows in thought. You know she's thinking a little too hard. Well, shell zones are shell zones, so it can't be too bad.
Yeah, because you mentioned they're was with the Barcelona team who spent basically their whole career in the shoal zones, correct?
Yes.
Address that right? Okay.
Yes. How does Metro feel about that?
I mean, definitely got like a little bit of a concern with the Barcelona coming in here with they've got more experience than us and like feeling the pressure on that. So I don't know. Probably doesn't sit the easiest with them.
So,
New subordinate who may have more experience than him while trying to manage like this team for the first time.
Courage looks only 20 years old and is an ensign. Make conclusions as you will, unless you want to ask about that.
I mean, my standard thing of Matro not being very direct on things, he's probably just going to look up their personnel record as soon as he gets a shot.
Okay, then. Would you like to spend an hour of one just to know?
Oh, yeah, I think I would, actually. Because I feel like Matro has been fairly studious in all the military parts of things, you know, always doing his reports, would probably have read up on his new pilot.
Okay, then. Courage Hampson, age 20. Was a warrant officer during the war. Only went up to her sophomore year in OCS. Then became a warrant officer because they needed pilots. Is only now an ensign because she has technically enough experience to have one. However, that does mean she does not have enough training to be one.
Okay.
Pilot records are glowing, though. 8 kills, 7 mobile suits, 1 big row. During a boarding action, she was shot by a friendly fire and missed both Solomon and Aboaku.
Ooh, so that is actually a very impressive record.
Thanks.
I'd like you to roll me academics and keen for me, though.
Oh shit, I gotta go grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Academics and oh shit. Sorry. Academics and keen. Well, that I realize I've been forgetting to record all of my failures today. Oh, there's another one. Rolled a 10, needed a 6, so that's it's not great.
Okay, then you don't know. Well, that's that. Just having interesting stories to swap.
I mean, of the last 15 months, I spent 9 of them shuttling back and forth to the outer colonies, so there's not not much to say there. Yeah, I don't know if Match was at the stage of wanting to share. He doesn't have that many war stories.
You have the big one.
We had the big one about the Prince Garma, but maybe we'll wait till I'll have the whole team together for that retelling. Certain Faust would tear me apart for missing some important technical data.
Courage looks over to Halima. What about you?
He raises his head.
Any stories?
He thinks back to that time his ship got blown up. Nah. None off the top of my head, really.
He tasks said all I had was was one book a friend got for me. Are we supposed to sortie later today?
That's my understanding. More convoy protection, right? Sorry, said that very confidently. It's like, wait a second, did I remember that correctly?
Yeah. Rally's glowing endorsement. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. She looks down at his watch. And we're doing. It seems like we're doing it pretty soon. I just came in here to grab some food before we had to go out again. She said it's never best to fight on an empty stomach, and then you watch her fucking demolish the sandwich.
Crush.
She's enjoying it greatly.
That's far more intimidating than the handshake, to be honest. Being able to stomach the Rio's rations without finding them gross.
Not only not finding them gross, liking them.
Maybe you just have a weak constitution.
Would you like to know the starting prompt I gave myself when I created Courage?
What?
Russian peasant.
Ah,
Well, that makes sense.
that makes sense. So our sortie time, is it lined up with when Rally's supposed to be departing, or is it before that?
You leave before him,
Ah,
and you leave soon.
Oh man, I sure do wonder if Rowley leaving after us may coincide with the sortie.
no, that'd be outrageous. That makes sense. Depending on the timing, although you're saying they're demolishing the sandwich very quickly, I do want to try and catch up to Rally before we have to ship out, but I don't want to meet this NPC and then just immediately abandon them within 30 seconds.
She's looking down at your half-eaten sandwich very intently.
I will if I notice, I will literally just push the plate towards. It's like I can't say the chef's cooking's to my taste today.
Says, "It's food is food. It goes down. It comes out." She grabs onto it. Always feel thankful for a free meal. Like we ever pay for our food in the military.
Unless you're some nerd buys contraband or something, but who would do that?
Makes sense.
Yeah, so you finish your meal and you make your way to the hangar. In there, Metro, you see Rally. He's sort of walking around talking to people.
I'll go up to him and I guess salute him for probably one of the last times.
He salutes back. Lieutenant.
It feels strange to see you go, Rally.
You only knew me for a couple weeks. Plus, we'll see each other again.
Hope so. The way things are, the last couple months have seemed to last a lot longer than the last couple years. No offense intended.
He smiles. What's the saying? Days where decades happen and years where nothing happens. Something like that.
Exactly. Wished we'd been able to serve together longer.
He puts a fist on his back and taps. I'm getting a little too old for that.
Fair enough. Yeah, this is one of the continuing trend of NPCs who don't seem that old, who are also feeling ancient.
40 is old for a pilot.
That's true.
Unless you're Leos Klein of Armored Core.
I haven't played any of those games since the PS2.
The main antagonist for Armored Core 2 is like 90 plus years old.
God, I don't really remember the details. That's one that I played.
He's implied to be the protagonist of Master of Arena, the guy who killed Nineball, but yeah. That doesn't matter to the current conversation.
Riley says, just remember what I said earlier.
Oh man, I'm trying to remember which particular.
All of it. Remember all of it. Don't forget.
Because I feel like Patrick, I had a confused look on his face. Very around, was like all of it. Remember all of it. It's like, oh fuck.
Don't forget, or I'll be very angry.
Try not to let you down.
I know you will. I know you won't.
Oh, keen and empathy.
I feel like there's already the Freudian slip there when you start with "I know you will." I'm like, oh well, fuck.
No, I was gonna start with "I know you will try," which I felt like would be worse.
Oh dear God!
Just damning with faint praise again.
Well, it's sortie time. Unless anyone wants. Oh yeah, Faust. You see a new pilot, blonde-haired woman, pretty tall, taller than you.
Damn.
6 foot.
Wowzers. That is something. Oh fuck the salmon.
Where the hell you get salmon from on the Rio?
From me, I superimposed it into the Universal Century from my home in Florida. I used my ancient powers to give Faust a salmon.
Okay, that's one narrative point.
Yeah. Oh fuck! Holy shit! Okay. Yeah. Faust is going to, I guess, approach, considering she was probably looking at the new gym, which is probably just a bog standard gym, but might as well give it a quick look over. Maybe point something out to the mechanics if necessary. Be like, hey, there's this part's probably acting a bit funky. You might want to check in on that before the sortie.
Gym looks fine. It's just a gym.
Yep, not my super cool epic Gundam. So true. But yeah, no, Faust is going to approach, and I guess she's going to say, I assume you're the new pilot assigned to the Rio team?
Her face lights up. Ah, hello, ma'am.
Okay.
That I am. She salutes, then puts her fists on her hips.
She's definitely more peppy than most people. What was she gonna say? She goes. Go ahead first.
My name is Vincent. I'm Vincent Courage Hanson.
I'm Junior Lieutenant Faust Goethelys. A pleasure to meet you, Ensign. She's gonna stick her hand out for a handshake. Might common courtesy.
You go to handshake. Her handshake is stronger than yours.
Can I roll for that?
Sure.
What do I roll?
Grit and intimidation.
All right. My grit is at 4. My intimidation is at 5. I mean, not 5. My intimidation's at 1, so I need to roll a 5 or lower. Well, no, one at a time. 1, 2. Cool. I rolled a 3. Which is 3 successes.
Your handshake is slightly stronger.
Yeah, no, she grips it. She's like confident in her grip, like subconsciously confident, and Faust just kind of gently squeezes it, and it's somehow stronger.
He smiles.
She, the genuine blank expression, but she shakes it. Well, I hope we'll be able to work well together.
Me too.
I see you've already made ace. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Well then, I'll be expecting the best out of you then. And she's gonna go float off to her Gundam. Faust will be expecting the best out of you then. She's gonna go float over to the Gundam.
You hear as you're floating away, I am ready.
She lets out a small sigh. Oh boy. oh boy.
I feel like we've had a player insert, an NPC insert who does not fit our
The vibe.
three-man band we've had, where it's just been fucking ennui and awkwardness. And it's like, oh, we have someone who's just fucking happy to be here and eager for it. So yeah, we all deal with that.
Our greatest challenge yet, an actually sociable person.
Oh god. An atrovert.
Remember what happened. Remember the last time. Well, I remember what happened last time when we interacted with extroverts. They kicked our asses.
Extrovert.
Right. We've all. This is our assigned extrovert. Understood.
It's yes, it's part of your ration.
So is the convoy we're escorting like the outgoing one that Rally's on, or is it another operation?
They are Jupitris class freighters.
Oh damn.
Neat.
They are civilian owned.
I'm sorry, I just realized I'm just imagining fucking the Federation High Command looking at our fucking INTJ scores and being like, it seems this squadron needs an extrovert. Assign that to them.
The protocol, as per military protocol, the vibe must very particularly maintain.
Vibes too depressing. Send
The
out this asshole.
vibe's too depressing. Send them military mandated extrovert tomboy GF.
What does Courage's GM, is it just armed with like the beam spray gun, just like a base model?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just thinking in terms of like pairing off suits and wingmen and such. Yes,
Is there any way you'd like to do that?
What we were before we had, it was Faust and I, and then it was Rally and Halva. Not last mission, because we only sorted with 3, but the mission before that, correct? Back when we fought the pirates.
Hey,
Yeah.
wait. What happened to Max?
Max? Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's concerning. We probably should have go checked on him. I'm sure that won't have any lasting consequences.
Well, part of my thing was I was never sure like how we were working with them alongside them, but they're not part of our team, right?
Technically, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Are we still working with them?
The mission is currently gone.
Ah.
They're not here anymore. They left.
Okay. Because that was that's a good thing to have tried to figure out. It's like because no idea how our new pilot would have dealt with working with the Zeeks.
Man,
But
I
fortunately, we
sure
don't need to have a difficult conversation right now.
I sure do hope wherever Max is, he's not dealing with the Gaslight Brigade.
Yeah. This kind of leads into my whole thing about time management. Matro's had a lot of spinning plates, did not get around to trying to fix that one. Whoops.
Oh well.
But yeah, do we want to try and switch things up with who's flying alongside who, or are we happy with slotting in Courage with Halva, or do we want to try and match? Like Halva and Matra are both kind of distance fighters, it seems. Versus, I mean, if they're rocking just the beam spray gun, that's presumably shorter range than what we normally do, or do we want to like pair up the team so we have more coverage rather than specialization?
Oh, you remember this though. So, you are all officers, but Faust is second in command. So, like, naturally, she's supposed to take like the second half of the
Okay.
second part. So, I don't think you'll end up being wingmen.
Yeah,
This
that
time.
makes sense. So splitting us off, that makes sense. So then,
Does Courage go with Faust or with or does Halava go with Faust? That's the real question.
Up to you, Mr. Commander Man. Don't make a goof or you'll have all hands killed.
Yes, all hands lost.
okay, well, let's go with Halva flying with Faust then. I'll fly with the newbie.
Okay, then. Just move the sheet around to reflect the changes. Okay, then. So you all get ready to go. The comms officer, a man in his 20s, says, the flight control chief says, you are good to go. Your mission is to escort these helium-3 freighters outside of the side and back outside of the Earth sphere next few days.
All right.
Get on. Oh,
So these ship they're outgoing, so they're empty then?
yes.
Okay.
However, with most of the shipbuilding being consumed by intra-Earth sphere vessels and rebuilding warships, there is very, very little dock space for making these massive Jupiterus class ships. It's kind of hard to replace them right now.
Okay. So
Yeah,
it's not
I
so
heard.
much what they're carrying being valuable, it's the ships themselves are like extremely important right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard. I heard they stole one of the Jupiter strips into a pirate ship now. I think they call it the Arabune or something like that.
Should be another one of those ones where we see if we've misinterpreted rumors.
Yes, Amuro Ray's 25, as we all know.
Yeah, man.
You all sortie, and you get on your catapults, and you go. There are 7 Jupiter's class ships in your convoy.
That's a lot. Are we the only escorts, or is this like all mobile suit teams on hand being sorted?
They are currently 4 Salamuses along with you.
4 Salamuses, 7 Jupiter-class ships, and we're in the territory of the SEMA fleet.
Yeah, so that's an escort of what 24 mobile suits?
Interesting. Interesting. All right, yeah, sure, let's do it. Let's rock.
Yep, you go along.
Why
First
am I
2
hearing
hours.
boss music?
For the first 2 hours, you encounter no difficulties. You're starting to lead side 4. And here's where the complicated part happens. 3 of these ships are going to Mars to pick up materials there that Jupiter needs. And the other 4 are going straight to Jupiter. So they're going in different directions. They're diverting.
So,
So
observation.
yes.
Half of the ships are going to Mars to get supplies, right?
Yeah.
And the other half is going straight to Jupiter. So they
Yeah.
probably already have supplies. So if the pirates were to attack, they'd probably attack the ones heading to Jupiter.
Yes.
Well, I'll leave it to, I guess, yeah, Thus will communicate this to her, to Nash. Lieutenant Nash.
Go ahead.
Faust has determined that the pirates would be most likely to attack the Jupiter-class ship heading towards Jupiter. They most likely already have supplies that the pirates would want to pillage, rather than the ships heading towards Mars, which are going to pick up supplies.
So do we have the authority, like, which part of the convoy we're supposed to stay with, or is this like the convoy's splitting out and we're supposed to stick with one part of it?
Yep, you've already had your orders. The Rio and the Kiev are going to follow the 4 ships that are going to Jupiter.
Faust knows all. Faust knows all.
Tails odd.
Yes, we'll get a chance to earn our pay.
I love making basic observations.
Yep.
God, because this is a long and boring route. If nothing happens on it, because this is roughly what Match would have been doing like approximately a year ago.
Yeah, it is very familiar to you.
Macho's in his cockpit like, please don't let another war start while I'm escorting. Please don't let another war start.
Yeah, there's probably that. Probably think of that due to turnaround time. Would I recognize any of these ships, or would this be another set of ships?
You do.
Entirely?
You recognize one of the Jupiter's class freighters. It's not the first time you've escorted them. What is its name?
Ooh. I think what would be a good name for a like long range transport like that. Shit. I had something and the list dropped out of my head. There's I know like oil tankers of a certain vintage, all whatever their name was, something oil, and I can't remember what the hell it goes by. I'm just gonna cheat. I'm gonna pull up a fucking ship name generator because thank God for the internet making things easier. Ooh, dependence. That seems like seems like a really appropriate name.
I'm really glad my our mobile suits have inbuilt Wi-Fi routers.
What the fuck's a Wi-Fi? The year is 1979. What's a Wi-Fi?
So true.
But we're in the far future of the 1980s now. Clearly, we definitely have more usable tech.
Yeah.
It's been a whole year.
Yeah.
I mean, they were able to make like 50 billion different mobile suits in like 3 months. So
That doesn't sound surprising. The Soviet Union created it like 15,000 in like a year, while most of the Soviet industry was, being occupied. And
damn.
that was in 41, so and the Federation's much bigger.
I honestly still though I love the shit of like here's the Gym Sniper Custom. It was developed in November. Here's the Gym Sniper 2, also developed in November. The Gym Sniper Customs data was used for the Gym Sniper 2. That was a development process of like 3 weeks max.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it
be
turns out
straight with you.
mobile suit development is kind of like a game's done quick. It's just you got 72 hours. Go.
No, actually, so like if the war lasted 3 years, that wouldn't be weird. Because like eh, from board to production in real life, World War II, 9 months.
Damn.
Yeah. I think the other problem where it seems so egregiously fast is also mobile suits being like brand new for the Federation versus
Yeah.
like World War II fighters and tanks. Like generally, you're at least building on principles that you've been working off and on for like 20 odd years. But yeah, as much as I love the Universal Century, the worst part of it is the
That
like most written about bit. The 1 year war doesn't make a lick of goddamn sense.
Yeah, it's a little too fast.
Yeah, but oh well.
Yeah, anyway, it's not a big deal. Who really cares? Except for nerds
Yeah.
like us. That doesn't
Yeah.
what the fuck does that have to do with like the themes of the story?
Yeah, let's go focus on the ships that are probably gonna get like attacked or something. I don't know.
Yeah, back to that.
The Zaku took a decade to produce. How the fuck was the Gundam only in like a few months? God damn it.
Here are your resources.
The Federation activated cheat codes.
It's like more resources, yes, but 9 women can't make a baby in a month. It's really it's always an argument that I've had struggled with Gundam, but yeah, I suppose
Yeah.
you're right. It doesn't matter because it doesn't fit the theme of the story. So
Yeah, it doesn't.
I'll put my whining to the side.
As we all know, the story is supreme.
Yeah, I'll put
Yeah.
those.
Any conceit for the story is worth it, as long as the story is good. Anyways, another hour passes after you split off. You all get a Monosky signature. It's a ship.
Oh my god. What kind of ship?
It
Is it
is
a Yao? Is it a...
it's definitely a warship.
Oh, thank
You
God. It isn't a Yowie ship.
you do know that you were the only ones who were supposed to be here, so
Yes, it's oddly concerning. Can we like see if it's a bad guy ship or a good guy ship? Or maybe a bad guy ship in disguise as a good guy ship.
How far out could you detect Minovsky particles? Like, is this something that we have a fair bit of lead time on, or is it like going to be on top of us right away?
it is fast approaching. It will be here soon. Like in the next 10 minutes.
I will radio the Rio, and I think probably question if we should why don't we go check it out and like find out what it is before it gets too close to the convoy. We'll like intercept it and find out what the hell's going on. Basically clear my orders with them so that we don't fuck things up in some hilarious manner.
Okay then. You see a on your comm link ink, which has a slight, which is tinged with a fuzz to it, more than usual. You see Captain Beffers. You relay him the information. He says, "As go investigate. We're gonna scramble Kiev team."
Understood.
Go off. I'd like everyone to make an initiative check.
Initiative.
Yeah, because it's the same. It's because it's the same check you'd have to see something.
Cool. Good thing I was rolling out of like, I need to do something while I'm listening to this. I rolled, so can I use that?
Sure, I don't care.
All right, cool. I got a. Okay, cool. Where's our stats?
I have not brought them up yet.
Oh, I also got. Damn, we're gonna have to roll a tiebreaker. I also got a set of success.
Well, let's see if we continue the fine tradition of multiple ties, because that was always hilarious.
Yeah.
I got a 2 on the tiebreaker.
I got a. God damn it! All right, roll again.
Again.
1.
5, you win.
Okay.
And Halava?
Halva got a 6.
I actually rolled a 8, but I didn't. It was like, a weird other side. I'm like, I'm just gonna re-roll that, and I rolled another 8. I'm like, God damn it.
Okay then. Matra, Faust, at the very extreme edges, you can see it. You can see a bit of blue thrust in it. It's green. It isn't shaped like a musai. It's shaped like a Zanzibar.
Oh, that's concerning.
Hey, it's not the biggest ship we fought.
That might be true. But a Zanzibar is an equivalent of a white base.
Yeah, this is not ideal.
Guys, be careful. We don't want to cause a time paradox. Snake, you've caused a time paradox.
Is
You
it
see-
maybe, or is that thing a little bigger than usual?
Courage says it's certainly no musai.
Fast observation indicates the fast that it is a Zanzibar class ship.
You see 8 blue dots leave the Zanzibar, and they're approaching.
Oh. My baby.
Well, right now we're outnumbered 2-1 because the Kiev team's still trying to scramble.
Then it is an even fight. I'm sorry, I just had to. Shipmaster, we're outnumbered 3-1. And it's just an even fight.
I mean, I know it's risky because we'd be going outnumbered, but I'm leaning towards we should try and engage them now, even though we don't have the because we want to buy like as much time as possible, even if it's like if all we can do is stall them further out until the Kiev team reaches us. That's better than letting them close to us, and then if we get overmatched, them like being on top of the convoy immediately. Also, like the Kiev and Rio aren't able to stand out with Zanzibar in a straight up fight, so like falling back to them is not going to be helpful for us anyways.
We could just fire at them until they get closer and then engage, and hopefully that's enough time for the Kiev team to help us. Yeah, okay, baby.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, just engage them from here. Like, engage them, try and buy time. Can we identify anything about these 8 dots, or is it too far out to have any kind of like?
As mechanically Because I have to tell you, because you have to see what they are. They are Gelgooks.
Lovely.
No.
And are they approaching us all as like a single mass, or is it?
No, they are not.
Okay.
One group is trying to go past you.
I think we have to try and stop the set that's trying to go through.
Okay then. Boop, boop. Matro, since you won an initiative, it is your turn.
All right. What is the distance to the Galgooks?
Wait a second. One of those guys is named.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, indeed.
Oh, shit, right. Because the lady we beat the shit out of was supposed to be our rival. Uh-oh.
Also, it's not like she disappeared off screen and couldn't be jailbroken at any time. That'd be unfortunate.
That'd be
If you had
unfortunate.
to deal with both of them at the same time.
That'd be crazy.
So yeah, I will try and like interpose myself between the team that's attempting to like break through, and I will be just taking a shot with the hyper bazooka, I guess. And yeah, I will move because if we're at long range, so I'll move in towards the team that looks like they're trying to break through our line to close the distance and try and like have that fight just that little bit further out, try and buy the a little bit extra time by tying them up.
So you start combat at super long range. If you notice how most medium weapons work, they cannot hit you at this range.
But
And
we
you
have
cannot
long range.
Yes, if you have a long range weapon, you can fire at them.
Hyper bazooka is only medium, I think, or at least it's on the sheet. So that is a problem for me.
However, you can do what's called wait to act. You essentially forego your turn for now, and whenever you'd like, you just get to activate.
Hey, I will do that.
Is there a bonus, maybe? I don't think so. Is the bonus just
No.
being able to be like, I want to act now?
Well, one of the advantages is you can use your action instead of your reaction to defend yourself.
Oh, that is handy.
Because you can do anything with an action.
Right. Okay.
All right.
G4 attempts to moves and shoots into range. Let's see. Uh, 11. No, a 10. And I'm gonna fire against let's
Is it
see.
me?
I need a D4 one moment. It's all the same really. Oliver.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to hit you on a 10. Do you want to dodge?
Yes, Oliver wants to dodge.
Okay then. What is your dodge roll?
That is going to be a 4 success.
4 successes. You see kinetic rounds fly towards your formation. You dodge out of the way, as does everyone else. Well, I'll say it's your turn.
Scatter.
Good old reliable spooky time. So I want to roll an intimidation check, and then I'll actually do my move.
Okay then.
What would you like me to roll? Grit and intimidation? Rap and
Sure.
intimidation.
Either really.
All right, I'll do grit and intimidation since that's more my style. Shit, now that dice landed weird. I'm gonna reroll it. I got a 4, a 1 in intimidation. Is that right? And I needed a 8, so I needed a 5, and I rolled a 5, so that's 1 success.
1 success, got it. Now what do you do?
I'm gonna. How close is G4? Is he now at long range?
He is at exactly long range.
All right, I'm gonna shoot him with my MS cannon then.
Okay then. The Gelgoog is nimble 1. It will attempt to dodge.
Okay, so what do I? Would that apply cover, or would it just be a regular shoot?
It's a shoot with a -1. It's nimble 1.
All right, so I need to roll an 11. Have you noticed rolling 1 dice at a time tends to yield better results?
It got 5 successes.
Wow, I said I love it when I say something and it just completely fucking just blows up in my face. -5 failure. I got 5 failures. Only 1 at a time yields better results. Fails miserably.
Oliver, it is your turn.
Holliver is. Oopsie. So G4 is the one who shot at Oliver, but who are they all like in the same formation? I imagine.
Yeah, G4 is the furthest most ahead.
Furthest. Okay, then Holliver's going to take a shot at G4 as well.
Okay then, make a shot at a -3.
Okay, let me just -3. Oh, -3 because of nimble.
Yes.
Gotcha. That'll be 11. That'll be 4 failures.
You don't hit.
So is G4 at long or medium now?
Long. It started at super long.
Okay. Yeah, my current plan is to hold until something hits medium range. So
My weapon was long range, so was that still -3?
No, it's just a -1 though.
Oh, that's still okay. That doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter because you don't get to check the box.
Well, no, it's because I got a -4, and so it's only gonna be a -1. 1 failure.
Don't forget to check.
Actually, it'd be 2 failures. Math.
You all see a Galagoog. Let me see. Oh shit! Start to move. Another Galagoog start to move into what's the word? Range. It's at long range. It does nothing else. I needed a 15 and I rolled a 16.
You see G2 just the fucking emoji turning into dust. The howl sounds.
Another Gelgoog moves and shoots. And it's gonna fire at 4. Courage. Courage will attempt to dodge. 12.
Rep. Yeah. Too late.
11. That is 1 failure from the Gelgoog. The Gelgoog misses. Woo. G1 will attempt the same.
We're just taking pot shots at each other right now.
The same shit happened.
Looking at the
Matro.
Yep.
Courage has a permission and to meet them and with the saber.
Granted.
Just right. You know,
oh man.
think this through. She wants to meet them in hand-to-hand combat, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of them. that are all relatively close to each other. Are you sure you want to do that, Commander? I'm just saying.
So again, this is the like coldly calculating part. That that's very risky, but that also means that if they're engaging up close, they're not continuing like the beeline to the convoy while we're still trying to buy time.
All right.
Also, I also go with the logic of this person has 8 kills and presumably knows what they're doing, at least to a certain extent. That, like, if they're preferring to fight up close, I'm assuming they're going to be better at a close-in fight than at range.
It's up to you, Commander.
Okay, courage makes a move check. I need a 13. That's a 9. She moves to medium distance with the enemy. So
because does raise a good point. Do I have to wait to act until that triggers? Can I change what I was going to do in any way?
You can like use your action whenever the hell you want.
Okay, well, to help split items, I will also move forward, but I'm not going to move up to melee range, but I'm going to move up to like support and split the fire that's coming in.
Oh, so no, she's not moving up to melee range. She's just trying to set her up in position to get in melee. It's a little too far for that.
Gotcha. But yeah, if it's all right, I will move up to like alongside, putting myself at medium range, and I will just attempt to pop a shot at.
Moving and shooting would put you at long range with the enemy. With most of the enemy.
Okay.
Actually, no. Yes, medium range. So she's moving to short range. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Which does mean she'll get a point blank. So, Macho, does that change your order at all? You move and shoot?
I think still, yeah. My objective is to move up, close the range a little bit, because this is like we're closing on each other this way. But yeah, if I can get to medium, I would try to get in range and then probably pop a shot at G4 because it's best to try and hit guys who've already dodged shit.
Okay, then I'd like you to make a move and shoot roll.
Move and shoot.
At a -1.
Okay. Whoa, that's not a good roll.
Would you like a reroll?
We may want to save our.
You know what? Yes, I would.
Okay.
Okay, then.
There we go. That is a 8, so that will hit with 3 degrees into Gelgoog 4.
Or Gelgoog 4 no longer has a shield. Gelgoog 5, 6, and 3 fall all in the same tact. Okay, that's a 9. Metro, it's firing at you. Oh, it got 3 successes. You may use your reaction.
I will attempt the Doge.
Doge?
That's actually a very good roll. That is. That's like 6 degrees of success then.
Yep, it doesn't hit. The 120 millimeter rounds will go off into the distance to eventually hit something, but not you. Not this time.
It hits the ship and it breaks open a window, and you see some of the crew get sucked out.
Also, it's interesting that they're using ballistics. I assume because they don't want to like overpen these ships, but
also like a beam rifle, really complicated.
Versus machine guns, they probably have a shitload of.
They have so many of them. They can just like go raid like the battlefields at Solomon or the Shoal Zone. They're like everywhere.
Makes sense.
Lost. Same roll. I got 3 successes.
What do you need me to roll?
Your dodge.
I dropped my dice. Wait, let's see what it ends up.
Oh wait, no.
Okay,
10
I'm keeping.
I got 2 successes. I forgot your intimidation check.
I dropped my dice. It rolled good, so I'm gonna keep that result. Okay, how many? You got 2 successes, and the dodging is a MS
It's on.
move check.
Yes.
That's 5 is 11. 5, 11. Threshold is 14. I got a 13, so I think that's 2 successes, which means it would be a roll to see who wins. Correct?
Correct.
I
I
rolled
got
a
4.
2.
You win.
All right.
It blinks off your shield uselessly.
Cool.
And once more.
Oh, I'm getting shot at again.
No, I'm choosing a random target.
Oh, okay.
Did the rat? The last one has to hit somebody. Matro, the round's going to your shield. It is destroyed.
Okay.
You really do need to reduce these guys.
All right. Let's go gang up on some of them. G4 doesn't have a shield. So.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to shoot at. Also hoping if I get lucky that stops him from acting, because he goes before a bunch of us. I will attempt to fire at words are hard. G4. So he's
Yeah,
nimble.
nimble 1.
Okay. That. Right. That will hit
I got
by 4.
5 successes.
Sad times for me. Oh well.
Would you be okay if I spent a narrative point on behalf of Rio team?
I'm concerned, but sure.
I mean, he's using it, so it'll go back to us. Oh, never mind.
No. So
Oh,
something
it's
to help
courage.
you.
It's courage acting. Okay.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Courage edge moves toward the target you just fired at. Oh, hey, awakening point. Nice. Oop.
Neat. Oh, that does mean
13. That is an 8. You see G1 and G2 try to take shots at Courage as she's charging along. Fire. 13. 9.
can I? How does that work? Sorry. I'm so bad with remembering the names of things. Ignore me.
Like ways to use your reaction. It
Yeah.
won't matter though. You see Courage. You see G1 and G2. There's just beams and 120 millimeter rounds, just trying and failing to follow her. She gets right on top of G4, and she 14. Okay, another awakening point.
Guys, she's becoming the protagonist.
No, as Tyre can attest, this is pretty much all of Courage's kills were like this.
Dab them.
She waits for our target of opportunity to use its reaction, then she charges and slices it.
Rub, yeah.
Like her check for like shooting is 10, but it's 14 for melee.
I keep getting the weirdest senses of deja vu. I don't know why.
And she cuts off all of the limbs on this Gelgoog, leaving it nothing but a torso that can't actually act.
She's one of those mercy types.
Then she's holding it in front of her like a shield.
Oh, never mind.
That's significantly less merciful.
That's merciful. I'm sure her teammates. Yeah, but you know what? Good for her. You go, Queen. All right.
Does that set off the old war crimes radar or not? Probably.
Who cares? They're pirates. They're non-official combatants or something.
True.
They are criminals and not enemy combatants.
Yeah, they're criminals. They're not protected by the Geneva Convention.
Shit, that reminds me. I didn't actually tell them to surrender. I mean, I know it won't work, but I'll have to remember that next time it rolls around.
I assume you just did it. Let's be honest. That's how that would go.
Yeah.
Surrender, and then you. All right. I'm gonna.
That was like a Law and Order type. He would demand they surrender and then be ignored.
Stop resisting! Faust and Courage fucking tackle G4 to pin him down. Anyway, Faust. Let's see. What do I want Faust to do? Oh, they've already used their reactions. How far are they? G2 and G1.
To you, they are currently at let's see, both move 1, so you moved in. Yeah, you are currently at medium range with them.
Cool. Beam rifle time.
You have a beam rifle?
Yes. Remember?
Sure, the sheet's wrong then. One moment.
I used it at a Bawaku. I got ace in a day with it.
Sure, fuck it, why not?
So beam rifle. Is there a bonus for shooting closer than the recommended range?
When you're within short range, you get a +2.
Like close range?
No, not close range. Short range.
Yeah, so point blank. Got it. Okay.
Like if you're in melee, you don't get it. If you are at short range, you do.
See. Yeah, I'm confident. I'll just take a shot with my beam rifle then from this G2.
Okay then.
Be an MS fire shot -1.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Let's see. 4, 7, 8. I think. Am I good at math? No, I'm not. I wasn't good at math when I did school. I got 4 successes.
8 damage on G2. You destroy the shield.
Cool. My job here is done. Oliver, finish him off. Oliver, kill him.
All right.
Is that a direct order?
Can I?
Yeah.
Will he get a bonus?
Maybe.
If I succeed, right? What do I roll?
That's Keenan leadership.
Keen 5. My leadership is at a 0, but since I'm a lieutenant, I have a 1 there technically. Is that? I remember that's how it went. Was that? Am I correct?
Wait, what do you have in leadership?
0, but since I'm a junior lieutenant, I remember you saying last time this happened that like we technically should have training for leadership.
Yeah, because I felt bad.
Keen. So I need to roll like a 6.
5.
You said keen, right?
Yeah, just keen in leadership. Just keen in leadership.
Okay. I failed miserably. I was supposed to get a 6, and I got a 6 on my first die, and I got a 5. Fuck. Oh, wait, never mind. So I was supposed to roll a 6, and I got a 6 on my first die, and then I got a 5, which is 11, which is 5 failures. Faust, I kind of just motions to Halitha, and you're not sure if he's telling you to shoot him or is making a suggestion.
Okay then. Alaba, what do you do?
However, like his gem is visibly confused. Like the camera looks at Faust and then back at the enemy as like shrugs, and then takes the shot.
That.
Mission task failed successfully.
Takes the shot at G2.
Okay then. G2, that's gonna be at a -2.
Gotcha. This is medium range, correct?
Correct.
Correct. -2. Oh, so that's just regular. In that case... Okay, 3 successes.
3 successes. G2, you hit it.
What happens to him?
You hit it. That's what happens. It does 8 damage. It has 9 health.
Got 1 health bar left.
Can I use my reaction to...
Not retroactively.
No, that's true.
That'd be too unfair.
It's okay, the ace is about to act. We're probably gonna need them. It's fine. We'll just clean him up in a bit. He has to wait like 50 years before he can go next turn.
Metro! Me boy. You see a white Gelgoog. Oog. Just right out of hell coming at you.
Bro thinks he's Shin Matsunaga, SMH.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I will attempt to dodge, and then I will. Let's see if I'm in any position to consider the next part of what I was going to say. Oh, that's not a good roll.
I rolled 4 successes.
How are we doing on points?
Ooh.
I would really like to re-roll this, even though I know that that's me burning through a lot of a shared resource, but that was almost as bad as it could go, and I really feel like giving this guy more relative success is a terrible idea.
How bad?
I rolled 16.
That is quite bad.
So I'd like to re-roll that, please. That's significantly better.
You got?
I got 7 success. Wait.
Yep, so... Oh.
Oh, shit. That okay,
no,
cool. That reroll went great.
Yes, it is 7 success.
Never mind. I wasn't familiar with your game. Keep cooking.
Yep, so it's just chasing you. It really is just chasing you.
Now, this is the second time I've been in like a spiral chase with an ace recently, and I have to say, not a fan of the experience the first time, less so this time. So just a plain white Gelgoog is the paint job on this?
Yes. Like, it's all stark white.
Stark white. I don't recognize it or like doesn't trigger any sort of
It is, however, being pure white, it is incredibly flashy.
Gotcha.
Can we get a bonus to our shooting rolls then?
No.
Just like Hero Yui says, being in this gold.
For speaking out of turn, I'm going to use a narrative point. And I'm gonna fire at you, Faust, and I'm gonna give you a -1 for your reaction.
This is fucked up. Wait a second, isn't it Owen's? Oh, right. His turn's already up, right?
Yeah, and I broke the initiative by using the. Okay,
Who's
MS Fire
attacking me?
Shot. Gelgoog won with the beam machine gun.
No. All right. I guess I'll react, and I have a -1.
Yes,
Okay.
I got 5 successes.
I got 6 successes. I kissed my dice very gently while I rolled them. But yes, I got 6 successes on my move. Oh, wait.
Okay, then.
Actually, 1 second. You said -1?
Yes,
I
you
made
got
a
-1.
I made a mathematical error. Oopsie poopsie. 5 successes.
I also got 5 successes.
All
You know
right.
what that means?
3 tiebreakers in a row because that's what that means in this
2.
party.
I rolled a 3. God damn it.
Ah,
You take 5 damage to your shield.
You know what? I hope V1 kills himself. 5 damage to my shields. And I have how much shield health? Okay. I still got
Currently
shield. We're still good. It would have been great if I dodged, but oh well. It is what it is.
Could have been so much worse. Allow me to put it like this. So the top value for a beam machine gun hitting something is actually it would have been a beam rifle. Either way, 10 damage. That would have been like 10 damage. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That hurts. That hurts a lot.
Good
That's
thing
beefy.
I only. There
Yeah,
is
because beam
something.
machine gun, you do 5 damage base, 2 penetration, then 2 burst. So after you get 3 successes, you add another 5 on top of that for the second hit.
oof.
Yeah, so it would destroy the shield, then apply another 7 damage to the mobile suit, which is a lot.
That is incredibly busted. Oh well. All right.
And
I guess
G2,
that's it for my.
and G2 takes a shot at Courage. Courage will not dodge.
Maybe she could use a reaction point to fire back at him. Pretty sure that's all you can do because.
That is something you could do. However, she sucks at hitting things with her gun. It's a 10, and it would be a 9 because of Nimble. 14, 16, 15. That is not good. 6, 7. More than 4 successes. Courage's shield is gone. And she takes 2 damage to the mobile suit. G5 charges his courage. She attempts to back off.
Wait, have you been applying the intimidation check?
I did.
Oh, okay, I was just double checking.
Uh, G5 is on top of courage now.
Where's that Kiev team when you need them?
And it applies 5 damage to Courage. She yells out, "Where are you guys?" G6 takes a shot at Matro. Range nimble. 13. That is it. 8. Matro, you take a full burst of 120.
Yeah, not feeling super hot there.
Not feeling super hot because you have 1 frame.
Oh boy. Yeah.
It's time to leave. Pretty much time to leave.
Fucking Jesus.
The other one takes a shot at Halava. Halava, would you like to dodge?
Hello?
Hello? Or return fire?
Oh, Halava is muted. We're gonna have to wait for it.
If you guys die here, I'm gonna make fun of you.
Sorry, Halava is going to dodge, yes.
Just to put this into perspective, so it can only do 8 damage total. I got 7 successes. So you need to beat that, or you can try to shoot back.
Let me check my move and then calculate the time.
Oh, I forgot some. So that would have been an attack. No, the attack roll. I was just thinking, wait a minute. You need to attack a specific body point because Courage has the shield.
I got exactly 7 successes.
Oh, it's exactly 7 successes.
So
I realized something. Courage shouldn't have gotten hit because first off, nimble. Second off, need to attack a specific body point. So that's a -3 on top of the -1 because they don't want to attack their comrade. So Courage is fine. Yep, but you got a 7?
Yes.
I rolled a 4 for tiebreaker.
Okay. 1d6, 2.
Doing the drum roll.
Doesn't hit, and let's rock again. That's a failure. Yeah, it's 14 out of 13, so that does not hit. Top of the turn. Nacho, it is not looking good right now.
No, it's not. Any sign of Kiev team?
You see several more mobile suits coming over into optical range from the direction of the convoy.
All right. Well,
Team, holy fucking shit, we're getting our asses kicked.
I mean, you say that we've delimbed one, and one's as crippled as I am.
We're doing good, but also your mobile suit is hanging on.
My suit is utterly fucked. However, I don't want to fall back directly towards our ships because I don't want to draw them towards them. So I'm going to try and break like out of the fur ball in a direction that's going to, if they decide to chase after me, like it'll pull one of them out of the race for the convoy, if that makes sense.
Owen is still trying to chase you.
Okay.
However, remember, you have to make checks at -3, and if you take any damage, you die.
Hey, wait, I have a question. Which gun did you shoot me with again? With which Jim shot at me? Dogu shot at me.
I think it was one with the machine gun.
There, I think you just said the beam machine gun does 5 damage, 2 pierce, 2 burst, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but no,
Only,
you're right. You did. I did say that. I'm like, wait a minute, but that was G1, and G1 just has a regular beam rifle.
then oops. I guess we gotta adjust that. Sorry, I
It
just
was.
pointed. I
It
just
was. It was one success, anyways.
right. How much damage is that? Oh,
5.
just 5. Yeah. So yeah, we're still good.
Matro, what do you want to do?
Uh, so
Holliver's
if I try and break and one's follow me, I guess I would just try and like suppress them, knowing that I'm not going to actually like. I don't stand a chance of landing an actual hit at this point. I don't think that -3. So it's basically make them take as much time as possible if they're going to try and kill me, because I'm still just trying to buy for time.
Holliver's going to open comms real quick. And he's going to say, the mission's a bust. We need to get out of here. I can try and draw their fire. My systems are looking pretty good. My armor's fine. Just try and get away from here, alright?
Fair enough. Like I said, I'm not. I am trying to get away. I'm just trying not to like go straight back to the ship because again, slower. But yeah, I don't know. 'Cause I don't think falling back is going to save me. Any of this, anyways. Like it's not. It's no more risky than what I'm doing. I don't think.
Hijack of an Ace's Gelgoog.
And I feel that is vastly outside my wheelhouse of capabilities.
Well, it's up to you, man. Do you want to get out? Do you want to run? Do you want to shoot?
You have the rest of your team to command as well.
Yeah, like withdraw back towards the Kiev team. I guess would be my order. Because
Kurt says I.
I will, I guess, try and break in that direction then.
Oh, just a move check then?
Yeah, I think just a move check, which would be at -3 because my suit is fucked.
Yeah, it's gerfucked.
Yep. That's actually a pretty decent roll still. So even at that -3, that will be a 3 success.
3 success. You move 2 range bands, so you are now long range from the rest of the enemies. They're blocked. Frost, it is your turn.
Uh, I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I'm gonna follow Macker's order to pull back to the Kiev team, but I'm gonna try and use my uh MS machine gun while I'm at it to shoot apart the G2 that's on its last leg, just as fucked as Macker's machine.
Okay, you're gonna try to fire at G2. G2 will attempt to dodge. You sure not? You don't want to mess with Owen because Owen is trying to get Matro.
Okay. Is it a fire shot or a snapshot?
It's
Because
a snapshot.
I am, yeah. 12. He's got a -3 because he's flying apart. Right?
Yeah, and no negative modifiers for you.
Okay.
I got exactly 1 success.
12. Cool. I got a
3
7.
successes.
And my threshold was 12, so I got 6 successes with my machine gun.
More than the enemy. Kill the Gelgoog.
Yeah, I just bounced, just raises her arm up, points the machine gun, unloads into the cockpit, recreating that scene of 0080 of the camper pilot getting turned to fucking dust and just shoots off to go pull back to the Kiev team so they can regroup and, you know, put up a bigger fight.
Halva, it is your turn.
Alright.
You notice that the Gelgoogs are starting to kind of break off their chase.
Gotcha. It seems that they don't want to be in this fight. Can I make an assumption, actually, like maybe a politics or a...
No, I think that's just like a thing you do. Assumptions are something you just have.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering if, like, can I tell that that they don't want to be a part of this fight either, that they're trying to...
They're breaking off?
Yeah, okay, I see. I was just, making sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say you are aware that they are breaking off.
Alright, Holiva's going to, open comms again. I think they don't want to be in this fight either. If we stay in it any longer, we're gonna get some casualties. Let's try and move back, y'all. He's going to...
Faust is gonna cut in. Presumably so they can attack the convoy.
He grits his teeth. Well,
Faust agrees with Oliva's court recommended course of action, but we can't overlook the risk of them attacking the transports. Can I roll something to see how long the transports could last getting raided by these pirates?
Oh, they'd get ruined immediately. They have beam weapons.
Yeah, but they're like really big, and I don't think the pirates are looking to destroy the ships. They're probably just trying to raid the resources, because they're pirates. And you can't do much with resources if you blow it all up.
If they're here to be pirates, if they're here to be
Rebels.
Xeon,
Rebels.
yeah, holdouts, they might just be wanting to destroy the convoy. Like, so this is rich for Matro to say because I am out of the fight at this point with the amount of damage I've taken. Probably should redirect what we have left plus the Kiev team needs to try and cover the convoy.
I'm gonna spend a narrative point. I already rolled for this. I succeeded.
What? What did you succeed?
Yep, that's good. Feel good. Kind of one makes it. And those were some pretty good results. They all start to book and run.
Like away from the trip?
Yeah. So you see them grab the Gelgoog husk you just destroyed, Faust, and pull back to their Zanzibar. I'm going to spend another narrative point. I'd like you all to make a dodge roll.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh man, wish I weren't shot to shit right now.
I think that...
Alright, I already rolled 2 dice out of boredom, so I'm gonna roll this one.
I hope everyone Matro should use the narrative point here, I think.
I got another 7. 8 successes.
I would like to use the narrative point and reroll, because otherwise I was just about to fail that.
Why don't you...
Matro, the roll I rolled against you, didn't do anything.
Oh, well that's convenient.
So don't use that narrative point.
If I don't need to, I won't.
Alright, well, I got another 7, so 8 successes.
Okay then, Faust, you see the Zanzibar firing its beam cannons in your general vicinity. It singes your mobile suit.
How many successes did you get?
3.
I got 8 successes.
I said singes. It doesn't do any damage. It's
because Sinjin gave the impression that it got like really close and hurt. Okay, never mind.
It was more like it was a good shot. It was just a really good dodge.
Especially
Yeah.
since you're so small and you're not supposed to use beam cannons on a ship against mobile suits. It doesn't work.
Ah, shit. They probably told the crew on the Zanzibar that there's a Gundam. That's
No,
not good.
I just actually rolled sequentially for by initiative order.
All right. Well, I dodged. I'm relatively okay. That's all that matters.
You're alive.
I'm not dead.
Then you all hear on open comms a man say, "I'll be back."
I'm assuming that's the white mobile suit.
Yes, of course it is.
The
Well-
Gal Dog. Did I kill his boyfriend? All right, cool. They're running away. That's all that matters. We protected the transport.
Technically, that's mission accomplished for now.
Oh, yeah. Well, he did say they'll be back, so yeah. Please continue.
I mean, the only thing that makes me hopeful of that is we probably have better repair and refit facilities than they do at this point.
Yeah.
Actually, that reminds me. I meant to ask this before. Do we have just the same size mobile suit complement as a
Salamis?
Salamis?
No, it's bigger.
Okay. So how much does a Salamis hold then?
Maximally 5, but it's not comfortable. And that's inside the hangar. You can add an additional 8 on the belly. In your
Okay.
hangar, you can comfortably fit 6.
Gotcha. So we're just running with a slightly smaller than full complement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Demobilization, all that.
Well, I mean, that's reasonable. I was just because I realized I went into this fight on the assumption it'd be it's 4v8, but then we'd fall back and get 4. And it's like, fuck, I actually realized I didn't check on what the Kiev's complement was. I just ran on that assumption, and then it worked out. But I was like, yeah, making choices without information on due to my own fault.
Okay, and that is a combat successfully done. As encounter successfully done. So, it is time for combat fatigue. Just for being here, take 1 mind damage.
Okay.
You should know the drill.
No, I finally failed one of these.
Fuck! Courage rolled a critical failure. And only got a single additional point of mind damage. Hell yeah.
Oh no.
What do I roll again?
Fatigue check. Your fatigue grit.
Oh. The stress of command is hitting real hard because I failed and then rolled a 5 on the D3. So, I'm not doing so good.
Yep. So on your way back, you still you all notice that courage
I
still
managed to
has
succeed.
the guild
And
you
then-
because he delimbed earlier.
Oh, cool. I managed to barely succeed those success, so I'm still good.
Oliver?
Succeeded the grit, 1 mind damage.
Just the 1 mind.
Yeah.
You all return to the Rio. The Kiev team does not pursue the Zanzibar. Because they can't go too far away from the convoy.
Oh, makes sense.
Yep.
On a scale of 1 to fucked, I assume my suit is fucked.
It is not great.
Generally not doing okay.
It's
Yeah.
like the B-17 with a bunch of holes in it. It's like that.
Gotcha.
It's
To be studied by a lot of people who don't understand statistics to draw.
survivor bias.
Yeah. But I didn't need those parts. I was thinking, like, what's the amount of time, like, to get this suit back to, like, minimally viable condition? Because I suspect that we're going to have to.
No, this is a write-off. They're gonna melt it all down for new shit.
Cool. I don't suppose we have spares, do we?
No.
We don't have any balls on board anymore, do we?
They had like 5 gut RX-78 worth of parts on the white base, and we don't got a single gym worth of spare parts.
Hey, good news. We have a Gelgoog frame that, despite the limbs...
You have a Gelgoog torso.
Hey, we can slap some arms and legs.
I mean, I love the idea.
We're gonna call it the Gym Goog.
You gonna ask Lennon about that?
Wait, don't we actually have Gelgoog spare parts because of Max?
No, they left.
Oh, right, shit.
That would be hilarious right now.
Hey,
returned to Rio.
Wait a second. How many plot points for them to be really bad at remembering to take everything with them?
Yeah, how many narrative?
1.
I feel
we are at the end of the session, boys. Do it.
I mean, I would absolutely spend on that.
They left a slightly damaged leg.
Shit.
I mean, I am more than happy to attempt some kind of insane Frankenstein engineering challenge.
Don't worry, Faust. This is what I made Faust for.
I was born for this moment.
Just gets out of her cockpit, immediately unzips her butt jacket, takes it off, puts on like a headband, pulls out a toolkit. I've been waiting for this moment.
All a Note starts playing.
Yeah.
I love it.
You return to the ship. What do you want to do now?
I guess we're gonna go surround the Gelgoog chest and point our guns at it and drag the pilot out.
Okay then.
I feel like continue the fine tradition of capturing Zeeks. I feel we are closer to the first of those two, Helva, and like we are still going to be an order of magnitude shittier than that. Love it.
Yep, so the EFSF Marines take away this pilot. There was no
We can probably question him about what they were doing. What they were planning.
I mean, his suit seems to be the basic. I'm not sure how much they'd give to a regular pilot.
Okay.
Out of just as to let you know, you just fought one of the hardest encounters I could envision.
Excellent.
It was all Gelgoogs. You were outnumbered. They had the A stat profile.
Oh, so I don't feel so bad about how that nearly went disastrously.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to tuck tail and run like way sooner.
Yeah, no, we flubbed it out. We fucked that shit out.
This is definitely a case of like honor before reason on Matro's part, because I'm not going to turn tail and run on like my first mission out as
Commander,
as team lead, even though that may have been wiser.
Yeah, no, we just decided we're gonna wait for Kiev's team to show up, and then we'll turn this shit around.
I mean, that's 2 casualties out of, well, technically 1 casualty.
No, 2, because captured is considered a casualty.
I guess Faust did shoot the other one up, like into the cockpit, I believe. So
that is a destroyed mobile suit. I'm not so sure how good that pilot is doing right now.
Damn, if we fucking if we just managed to grab that Gogu, because we have two different types of fucked up Gogus. One without its limbs and the one where the cockpit is shot to hell.
Yeah, I guess my priority would be like trying to get our suits put back together. Because I'm assuming there's probably not enough of Matro's like Jim to really be used for anything maybe other than spare parts for Courage's at this point.
Matro, you get out of your mobile suit. You open up the cockpit. You're standing there. I'd like you to make a Keenan awareness check for me.
All right. I'm actually not bad at that.
You see Lennon Pennybun coming straight at you. He looks furious.
Yeah. I feel like that was 3 success, by the way. So it's like I'm going to see this coming a mile off.
No, and that was just for the seeing him thing. Because if you failed, he'd ambush you and start wringing your neck.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's.
He gets to you. He yells, "What did you do?"
Technically, I didn't do it. Will be my excuse.
Oh,
like, you want to be mad at someone? Be mad at the Zeeks.
Oh, he says, "Oh, I'm sure that's a great excuse." He looks down at it. Do you have any idea how many man hours this takes?
I was gonna come up with something smart, but I feel like I'm just looking. This thing is like held together with like scraps at
hopes and dreams.
There's holes you can see through the mobile suit.
I have infinite confidence in your capabilities.
How can I make a engineering check to see how's the chest doing? How's the torso piece?
I'm not gonna make you make a check. It's fine. All the limbs, however, are not.
Oh. It's fine. This isn't too bad. Well, it's bad.
We don't have...
This isn't irreversible. Well, you said I don't have to fix it, but who's to say I don't want to fix it?
Well, I mean, to be fair, we only need to fix 2 limbs because who needs legs in space, anyways?
The Ambac would disagree.
All right. Faust is gonna take a look at it, and she's gonna say, "The cockpit is still okay. So is the chest. Considering that is the most integral part of a mobile suit, repair, as difficult as it will not be impossible. Faust will help with the repairs."
He violently swings his head over. That's not the point, Lieutenant.
Yeah, it is.
He swings back to Matro and punches his finger into your chest. You're supposed to be better trained than this, so we don't have to do this bullshit.
We're also not supposed to be outnumbered by Xeon 2-1, but things don't always work out that way. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to go line of like, I understand the anger. On the other hand, like, this is we're still a military, and this is their fucking job.
He screams up into the air in rage.
And yeah, I will, like, considering the amount of work I've put in I've added on to the maintenance team's duties, I feel like Matro will be assisting with repairs because I think that'd be the right thing to do at this point, so that I don't get lynched by my.
No, it's so they don't. Sabotage your mobile suits, blow up.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I may cause them a lot of extra work, but I will be like in the trenches as it were, helping with this. The Metro's not a terrible mechanic.
Yeah, let's do it together.
Also, yeah, no, we're gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to devote time to this rather than like fixing my what went from fine to incredibly fragile mental state. It'd be great. Plus, if it's like everything else Metro's done, I'm running away from real responsibility by focusing on minutia. So it's perfectly on theme.
I have a question just to remind you. What did you think everyone think about Courage's actions out there?
Pretty good.
Did pretty good. Definitely in the fine traditions of the let's go stab a motherfucker rather than like tactical combat, but that is fun. They did check first, so I can't reprimand them. And like it worked for good or for ill.
What about the meat shield?
That's a little vicious. Like probably shouldn't have that as a fucking policy because they're going to do the same shit to us. Well, I'm going to write off one incident as that's a heat of the moment thing. I'm hoping this is not a pattern. Otherwise, correction will have to be made.
Okay then.
Delightful.
So you're both helping while they're both helping with repairs. Hello, what are you doing? You're standing next to Courage.
Yeah. He's gotta look over. So first combat back. You feeling alright?
Fantastic. Although, oh, she looks a little disappointed. It did get away.
He sort of like cocks an eyebrow at that, a little concerned. We'll get him next time. Don't worry. This definitely won't be the last time we're meeting them.
Yeah. Although the convoys always come first, so yeah, mission accomplished.
Actually, that reminds me. Before I start what I'm assuming is going to end up being the repair montage, I should probably like go report into the captain on this. Also, find out like what are we going to do about a goddamn battleship out here? Because I don't think we've got the firepower to deal with that if it comes back.
We did blow up the Prince Garma.
Yeah,
You
that was
had a pretty extensive plan. It was already damaged when you met it.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about
and
the
like we did ambush it in probably the most ideal conditions to fight a battleship versus out here in wide open space. Plus, I suppose, fuck. This is sorry. I'm not actually annoyed. This is just a funny thing with Matra, like the constantly spinning plates. In order not to have my maintenance team hate me, I should be helping fix this. But I should probably be like doing the responsible thing and being the captain, figuring out what the hell our next step is, rather than getting myself like armpit deep into like the knee joint of a mobile suit right now.
Yes, a decision needs to be made. Unless you want to go delegate that. You have two other officers for which to do that.
I think it's my responsibility as like team lead, though.
Very well.
So I will like say I will be back to help as soon as I can, and then go off to report to Beffers.
Okay then.
So can I roll this as my mind recovery check since Faust loves doing this
Yes.
kind of stuff?
Grit and engineering.
Grit and engineering. I'm gonna re-roll that with a narrative point. Can I do that?
Yes.
Of course.
One success.
1 success. You're just moving it around giant parts, and the hardest part is parts of like the armor locks were just sort of damaged while being hit, so you have to like pry that shit open. Just
Got
like
it.
the armor needs to be melted down and remold and recast into a new part.
Got it. All right. Well, let's get to work. Faust has her pilot suit zipped down. She's got her tank top on. The top part of her pilot suit's wrapped around her waist, and she's just working on it.
Best of Hall & Oates playing.
Yeah. Put this song on the VC text. What do I roll now? It's for mind recovery.
You get 1 back for succeeding the check, and you get D2 because you did a hobby.
Cool. 6 is divisible by 2, so I have maximum mind health back.
Excellent. So, Halavo, what do you want to do now?
Halava, who's our smuggler guy?
Lennon Pennybun, the man currently working on the gym.
I see. Halava's going to float upwards towards him while he's working. He's gonna like nudge him.
Yeah, what?
This thing's gonna need a new coat of paint once we're done with it, and I don't think the Federation colors are gonna exactly match.
Huh?
I'm saying that how much money for I don't know how to like Holliver would be awful in a drug deal. How many rations do we need for a new coat of paint on this thing, or a few buckets of paint?
What thing?
The gym, or the Gelgoog, I suppose, the abomination that's being made.
What abomination were you talking about?
No, we're just fixing up the gym.
I see the gym.
Yeah, no, we're not making the gym gook. I wish we were, but we are.
Then he like raises his eyebrow. Wait, Matro made Ace? Really?
No, not.
I made Ace last time we actually fought the pirates.
Oh yeah, that is right.
Sorry, I don't mean to divert. There's a very real chance I'm going to come back to a very different paint job on this suit. Anyways, I may pissed off the mechanic enough that who knows what it's going to look like. Sorry.
Oh, that gives me a great idea. Thanks for reminding me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Faust looks to the mechanic team and she sees them and they're like they're carrying paint buckets and she just like, well, it is what it is. She keeps working on it.
Hollywood's like, don't worry about it. Do keep my last order in mind though. I have a headache. And he
remind me as someone who does not remember everything that happens in the sessions. What your last order was?
I'm pretty sure it's just cigarettes.
Cigarettes.
Oh right, I needed to mark my.
Wait, you ordered cereal?
No, he ordered officer cigarettes.
Oh, I think you said grits. Like, I know you're Southern, but like, come on.
You don't understand. I've never actually had grits.
Yeah, it's worse than oatmeal.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't know, but
I have had grits. Inferior oatmeal.
Had it like once, but it was on a road trip to Texas. It was okay, in my opinion. Give it a not bad out of 10.
Like pineapple pizza.
No, that's bad.
All right,
You should have been here during. So one of my friends, like Bucky.
Yeah.
He's from New York.
So
I'm from Chicago, so we just always argue about pizza.
That is reasonable.
We actually had a third friend from Philadelphia, but one of the arguments got too hot.
It was actually South Carolina. Remember? Yeah, that's South Carolina.
I made that up. I was making a joke about a made up friend who died getting a pizza.
They killed the friendship.
Great
Arguments over pizza. The Great Schism.
The Great Pizza War.
No, I mean like a literal death. Yeah, like an actual pizza war.
Love it.
Got conscripted to fight in the Great Pizza War.
Oh no.
Anyways, Matro, you go to see Captain Beffers. He looks neurotic right now.
Yeah, I can imagine he's probably not having the best of time.
He's constantly tapping his finger on his command chair.
I guess I'll like that could have gone worse. We'll basically how I'll start the conversation.
It could always go worse.
Now the question is, what do we do now? Don't think we have the firepower to take on a battleship, and I don't see another dead colony to ambush this one from.
Says, the best I can think is turn around.
Because this is out of character. How does long range communication work? Can we get a message out, or is it like a matter
In
of
Gundam, no, doesn't. When the Minovsky particle sees to that.
Yeah. I mean, we're only a few out because we split up after a couple hours, and then how far into this journey are we since we went out here? Like since the break?
And then another couple hours.
So,
Wait, are we going like all the way to Jupiter?
No, you were escorting them out into open space. You're still in the Earth sphere.
Got it.
I mean, honestly, to me, turning around makes a lot of sense because I mean, we'd be backtracking by 4 to 6 hours. But we're dealing with a like a time scale for their mission is like on the order of months long. So like losing a day or two to go back and like try and make contact with reinforcements makes a lot of sense.
It doesn't super matter for them. It says the fleet the Jupiter or a supply run to Jupiter can wait a couple of days. It takes months anyways. However, losing the supplies entirely, that's another matter. Just by stunts, but what's the angle?
It doesn't make any sense for them to ambush us this close. I guess unless they were afraid of open space. Because by the same token, if we get reinforcements, presumably they'll be able to get back within the shoal zone fast as well. So it's like...
Yeah, it's their bastion.
Yeah, so risk mitigation both ways. I guess we turn around and deny them their prize.
He says, but why attack the Jupiter energy fleet?
Well, presumably any supplies that we're carrying for the energy fleet, the exact same sort of supplies a ship like cut off from any supply lines is going to need. Like,
but they could have attacked an intersphere freighter then. Much easier target, way less protection. Something about this is fishy to me.
Do we have a full manifest of what's on every ship in this convoy?
No, so let me try out of character just so. Beffers is not saying that you are wrong that they would want to attack a ship like this for the resources. I'm just saying that there were easier targets for that. So it's weird that they are attacking specifically the energy.
Yeah, but
that's what I thought you were getting at. Like, this is unusual, so like,
yeah,
maybe we need to confirm what's actually on these ships versus what they're reported to us, because this is like very high risk actions with limited reward.
Then he says, the manifests are... It's random bullshit. Unless you want to take a look at the latest video game technology is from Earth.
I mean, can I take a look at the manifest and see if it makes sense?
Sure, I guess, but I see no reason really to deny you, but I'm not sure what you can see that at the squadron's intelligence officers can't.
Sometimes just an extra set of eyes helps.
I'll send those over to you later.
What's on the manifest doesn't match up to what's actually on these ships.
At least I think we can rule out any involvement, and from the fleet itself, the captain seems just as surprised as we are. Unless it goes higher.
Man, I feel like it's a terrible self-report considering my reading materials today, but I kind of want to say something to the effect of just what the captain thinks is on his ship doesn't necessarily like line up to what's actually there. There's always, because I assume there's probably a huge profit margin. Someone trying to ship like contraband out to the Jupitrix fleet because they get cut off for so long when these supply runs.
Do you have any idea how little coffee they get?
Right, like, you know what I mean. Like somebody could probably be making a fortune by smuggling contraband. So
yes, I actually already know who it is, and so does Tired, but Halava doesn't. Yes. Or the previous campaign's contraband guy, a man who lives for money.
I do enjoy the like level overlap between your two concurrent, or I guess not currently concurrent games.
Yeah, I asked Tired about that. They decide when season 2 happens.
Do the mid-quill.
Yeah, new type detectives on the moon.
Nice. I need to have a conversation with my mechanic. This all loops back around nicely. Because I can take the like manifest here, which I'll just be able to study what's what's actually being reported. But basically I'll be able to pose the question like to our black marketeer, like, hey, what would you be smuggling if you wanted like the maximum profit by sending stuff out to Jupiter's fleet / would it be something that the Xeons are trying to get their hands on?
Okay, then.
Again, continuing my delightful back and forth and never having enough time to properly deal with any one issue adequately. Much fun.
Oliver, you have received your officer's cigarettes.
Nice.
You have 8 cartons.
Alright, he's oh, carton. Okay. He's going to pocket a pack and then hide the others under his bunk, I imagine.
How are you going to hide them?
That is an interesting idea. Interesting question. Oliver is going. How big are how thick are the mattresses?
Not particularly thick. They're not thin. I'll just say that. They're not thin.
They're not thin. Could I stuff, if I were to cut out, could I stuff out a cigarette carton, a suspiciously cigarette carton shaped hole in one of them?
Yes, you could.
Alright, what would I roll for that?
You are currently in the NCO's berth. There are people around.
So I'm just carrying these on my person, or do I have like a box?
No, thing is, they probably just assume that you just have enlisted cigarettes.
I see.
They haven't looked at the name on the box.
I see.
Actually, I'm going to spend a narrative point.
Oh no.
Hey, Lieutenant Faust, Matro asked you to go get Halava some help.
All right.
You tracked him down to the NCO's berth. He's currently punching over his bed.
From the doorway in the shadows are two bright blue eyes glowing in the dark.
There's like 15 people in this NCO's berth.
Yeah, and she walks in. Halava, she calls out.
He like turns around, but like in a very awkward way, so it's not showing what's behind him. Lieutenant Faust, while on the ground, like salutes.
He's on the floor.
Well, wherever the bunk is, his own bunk is.
Faust is going to approach him.
He is hiding something.
Can I make a roll check to see what it is?
I think you can pretty clearly see that it is, in fact, something.
Okay. You know what? Faust is going to look at the thing he's trying to hide, and then look at Halava, and then back at the thing, and then back at him. And there's a pause, a moment of silence between the two. The lieutenant wishes to see you. What did Nash ask for again?
More help.
Yeah. The lieutenant wants your help.
Yes, Rat. Can we say that Halava got a regular box and he's just doing a swap real quick?
Yeah, he puts them in a box.
No, he puts them in like the box of enlisted cigarettes.
Oh, like they're covered up on top? Sure.
Yeah, that's what he does.
I do enjoy the occasional, like, here's the complicated plan, or just swap them, and, like, trying the complex one first was much funnier.
He already had the knife out, and he was like, wait a minute.
I have a box.
Alright, he goes to help. He takes an extra pack with him.
While they're walking, Faust says, you should exercise more caution.
He opens his mouth but then closes it, then sort of just gives her a nod.
And she walks on ahead.
Don't care about the contraband at all.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get the image. 1 sec. Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
Go the 08.
Live Faust. Live Faust reaction.
You make it back to the hangar. You left like 10 minutes ago, and you see Lieutenant Matro with his sleeves rolled up and an oil stain on him. Matro, you're currently guiding what's it, like a forklift thingy? Not a forklift. You're basically trying to move the now detached frame of the leg, like, out of the way. It is structurally broken now, the same way like if you take a bone and you break it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's like this is a total write-off. They're gonna melt this shit down and make something new out of it. I'd like you to direct these engineers on how best to move this.
Actually, if this is the moment that Faust and Halva come back to the hangar, I might just get Halva to use his gym to move it. Probably using the dexterity of like something with hands might actually be easier than this equipment, if that makes sense.
Sure. Okay, then you see the two of them.
So I don't know if this would be a leadership or an engineering
No,
challenge.
it's yeah, you see them. You have an idea. Maybe they could do it instead. They are there waiting for you to say something.
Okay. I will point at Alva and say, I need you to move this leg, and then I'll point at Faust as you can direct him the best way to do this without us damaging any more of the systems. I think is a reasonable allocation of our talents.
All right, yeah, sounds good to Faust. She nods.
Oliver just gives a thumbs up, but he's also like, just make sure the engineers are a bit cleared out before you do this.
Understood. And I will like motion the engineers to like clear out of the way because this is going to be a lot of tons of metal moving around in an enclosed space.
All right.
But fortunately, we have more space in this hangar because we're not full up.
You're also not at a Salamis.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a question. How many spare shields do we have after that combat?
Oh, it's so easy to remake a shield. You just melt the piece of metal back into shape.
Oh,
It's very easy.
Hey, we found a use for that Gelgook.
No, but that's made of steel.
Actually, I wouldn't mind. So part of the thing, continuing my never-ending series of, I run this character ragged, trying to do too much shit. If I ever get a chance, I should study the Gelgoog because I do have that weak point bonus, which I've never made use of because I've never allocated enough time to study anything. And considering we're going up against a team of all Gelgoogs, having like our own personal Gelgoog to fucking tear through might be handy. Sorry, talking a mouthful. Apologies.
I mean, if the cockpit is like, it's essentially like completely fine if all you want to study is the cockpit.
Yeah.
All right, Oliver is going to do the thing. I'm not sure there's a check involved with trying to move this piece of equipment in a very tight corridor.
Poison maneuver.
Well, not that. Tight.
Faust is gonna direct him on the best way to do that, as asked by the lieutenants.
Okay, Faust, I'd like you to make me a charm and leadership.
Charm and leadership, not engineering.
No, because you're directing, you're leading.
Charm, leadership. I have to roll a 3.
Oh boy.
I got 2 failures.
Oh boy.
Disaster.
2d6, yeah. Poise maneuver.
Yes. Would you like to use a narrative point?
For +1, I mean, maybe for a reroll. Let's. No, I can't. I feel like that.
How many narrative points do we have left?
4 currently.
Okay,
4? Alright, I'll reroll.
No, I can reroll. It's fine. Unless if you want to.
I mean, you probably have a better chance than I do.
I'm not gonna.
Let's mark my leadership for improvement.
I rolled a critical success.
Critical success. Yeah,
Oh.
hell yeah. What does Faust say?
Faust is telling... shit, how does she say it? Holy shit, he got a critical success. Nice. Faust, what does Faust say? Faust is... This is... The hangar is 0G, right?
Yeah, it's all 0G. There's no there's no artificial gravity.
Faust is more used to doing this kind of stuff on gravity, considering she was working on Jaburo. So she's giving him the best advice she can, but there's some of it that can't really translate very well into 0G. but I think with the critical success, and I failed pretty bad. I'm pretty sure Hollow manages to salvage what parts can't exactly be done in Zero G via his pure instinct and talent. Cooperative adventure, cooperation.
I don't want to be rude, but I imagine a funny bit for this scene is that
I was expecting you to fail that roll and just like tell him to do like wrong shit, and then Halava looks at you funny.
No, I failed that roll.
well, what I'm imagining happening is that like it's a little awkward at first, but then Halava's like, "Oh, wait," and then he just mutes the headset and then does perfectly fine afterwards.
Damn.
Love it.
Information I don't. Engineer you may be, leader you are not.
Listen, Fast. There was other people to give the orders that she'd give, but give them more in a more convincing, authoritative way. Meanwhile, Faust is soft spoken and just like, yeah, do that.
Weird.
Yeah, and Faust is weird. She would just tell one of the big strong guys at your bureau, "Hey, tell your guys to do this," and you'd be like, "You got it."
Yeah, aye, Lieutenant. So you do that. Is there anything else you would like to do for today? Anyone?
Roll to improve. Let's see. I'm gonna roll to improve.
Oh, what is Courage up to?
Courage?
Yeah.
That's an excellent question. She's sitting in the hangar.
My firearms is at a 5.
Yeah, Voss goes to the simulator, puts in some hours. Matro, she's still in the hangar. She's it looks like she's drawing something.
I will like wander over when there's like a break in the activity and maybe see if I can see what they're working on.
Okay then.
Like
You walk over. They have not noticed you yet. She's not noticed you yet. You take a look over the journal. It's doodles of dicks.
What?
okay.
Yes, you heard. I rolled a critical failure for the expression check. I don't know what to tell you.
It's just doodling. Fair enough.
I think she might be a little frustrated in some way.
You know the funniest part? So tired. As Pelutro, there was a suspected traitor among the ship aboard the ship, and Courage was a suspect. So they searched her bunk, and Pelutro did the big no and violated her privacy, and took a look inside her journal, and I was like, oh, okay then, okay, tough guy. And it's just a hyper realistic drawing of a dick just to fuck with Pelutro. So yeah, she draws. I got a critical success for that, by the way.
That's funny. Yeah, basically the reason I went to go talk to her was I'm trying to avoid the like pitfalls of like ignoring ignoring my teammates like I have previously with Rally and Max. Basically just wanting to like check in with them, say, good job on their first sortie out with the team.
Yeah,
And I'm going to pointedly avoid mentioning anything whatsoever of what the hell they were doing.
Okay then. So you get out to them. What words do you want to use?
Good work out there today. I thought those Zeke bastards had my number. Can't believe we came that close to evening the odds. Because I think we took out 2 of them. It's pretty fucking impressive, being outnumbered 2-1.
Technically, no. Didn't we take out technically 3? At least by the end.
I
Because
thought it was just
we
2.
killed G. Oh
Just
no,
the- yeah.
G4 was G4 was the one who got not shish kebab, who got cut into pieces.
And actually, you know what? I will go with. You asked about a good story before. There is one about a Zeke battleship. I didn't think that we'd be facing one again so soon, but maybe I'll have to tell you about how we dealt with the last one.
And maybe I'll get to tell you about the time I fought some 8 Gelgugs. She smiled. Shame somebody had to die today, though.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I just wish they'd realized the war was over. It'd be a lot better if everyone went home and tried to rebuild rather than keep trying to destroy everything.
There was once there was something my commanding officer loved telling people. Blessed are the merciful.
Has that written on the side of his suit, doesn't he?
Yeah. How did you know?
Training exercise. What was that? Was that a week in game?
Yeah, it's been like
Time?
a week. It's been like 5 days. Oh, you know Baki?
All too briefly.
Yeah, I heard by the end of the war he was a junior lieutenant. You remember him as a Master Chief.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Although I think he shared. I can't remember if that actually came up in session or not that he had been a lieutenant at some
he
point.
did bring it up.
Okay. So that all tracks.
How is Bonky doing, anyways?
Seems very tired. Like
Yeah, that sounds like him.
he was because yeah, Bonky continues the fine chain of everyone I run into being weeks from retirement.
Well, if it's any consolation, my career has essentially just started.
Seems like that with most of the Rio team.
Howdy, I'm back.
Hello.
So this Zeke battleship.
The Prince Garma.
Oh, that one?
Other people, well, I guess it would be relatively well known, so I guess that shouldn't be shocking that someone else has heard of it.
Wait, didn't you guys take that out with like 5 mobile suits?
Wait, we're doing the math. Yes, yeah, it was just 5 of us, wasn't it? 3 of us here. Lieutenant Raleigh, who you
Briefly met.
would have briefly met, and Master Chief Petty Officer Sachs. So that was
Where's
a
Sachs?
vast.
You transfer it out?
Lost them just before the ceasefire.
Oh. I'm sorry then.
It was a sour note to go out on. But our current Xeon battleship problem is going to, I think, require a slightly different methodology to deal with.
Yeah, Gwazi and Zanzibar are two very different ships. Could be worse. We could be fighting an Esper, or yeah, that's what they're called, right?
Oh, I've actually been fucking up. Zanzibar is not the ship that I thought we were dealing with. This is bad, but not as bad as I thought. My level of knowledge on
It's
different
the
ships.
Kurgarin. It's a Kurgarin. Same ship.
Oh, okay. As with every session, I've just got the Gundam wiki open and I'm frantically like
Searching shit.
searching shit because like I get myself flipped around a lot on different ones.
Okay then. So yeah, he says I think we could be fighting an Esper. That's way worse. You ever fought one?
Prince Garma was my first sortie.
Oh. Hell of an opening act.
Yeah, but at least I'm flying a mobile suit this time. This makes makes things a little better.
What?
Well, because last time it was in a ball.
No. Courage says what?
Ah, wow. Basically the same. Actually, I guess it would be the exact same response. At least I'm flying a gym instead of a ball, so I already feel more confident on this.
She takes a look over to the gym. At least with level of armor or you have, you're far more likely to live. Points out to it. I've seen Zaku's take the same amount out of firepower and just implode. Not a pretty sight.
I would imagine not.
Oh, since you swapped a story with me, hey, let me swap a story with you. So, about that time, I was involved in a bayonet charge on a spaceship, and then the scene fades to black. Something she did do,
Nice.
and it sounds just as ridiculous as it sounds. So that's that episode. How's everybody feeling? And about the new subplot idea I had. I'm so glad you guys didn't nip this one in the bud.
Huh, it's entertaining.
Also, good on Matro for actually acknowledging the elephant in the room.